my name is Michella Beauty I.R from 11 MIPA 5, study number 24. So, do you like seeing the moon? The moon is the one and only Earth natural satellite, and it is the fifth largest satellite in the solar system. The distance of the moon and the Earth is also close if compared to another space things. That is why we can easily see the moon at night. But why just at night? We only see the moon at night because moonlight is not as bright as sunlight. If you often see the moon, you will realize that the moon shape changes each night. But if you use telescope, you will see that the moon not change its shape at all. The moon shape is apparently still the same. So, why the moon seems change its shape? So, the moon appears to change shape because we see different amount of the lit part as the moon orbit Earth. The bright surface that we see, it's actually sunlight that reflected by the moon. As the moon orbits our planet or Earth, its varying position means that the sun lights up different regions of the moon, and it is great illusion that the moon change its shape. The line or curve that dividing the illuminated and dark part of the moon is called terminator. The shape of the moon are called phase. The phase of the moon occur over the course of the lunar cycle, which lasts about 27 days, and it has 8 phases during a lunar cycle. In the beginning of the lunar cycle, the moon was between the sun and Earth, which made the moon hidden in the sun's glare. This phase called new moon. There's not much for us to see because the face of the moon that toward us is totally in shadow. As the moon revolves, we're able to see more of it every night. The moon western edge become sunlit to create a silver-thin crescent, and the moon seems to grow larger with shape that looks like a banana. This phase called waxing crescent moon. Around a week later, half of the moon's surface is illuminated while the other half is in darkness. This phase called first quarter moon. In this phase, the moon has completed his first quarter, or 90-degree from his 360-degree journey. Then the next phase called waxing gibbous moon. The moon appears egg-shaped, that bigger than half circle but less than a full circle, and it is increased daily. Around the middle of lunar cycle, the Earth was between the moon and the sun. That is why we can see the full bright circle of the moon at night. After the full moon, a little part of the moon appears to shrink. And just how the moon grows from a silver-thin banana to the full circle, from right to left, the sunny side of the moon will also shrink from right to left too. The moon's western edge is consumed by the darkness. As the evening terminator comes into view, the sunlit egg-shaped area is waning. This phase called waning gibbous moon, and it starts as soon as the full moon moment has passed. After the gibbous phase, the moon will look like half circle, and it is reach its quarter phase again, which called third quarter moon or last quarter moon, because it is the last quarter of a lunar cycle, which means that the moon has completed 270 degrees from its 360-degree journey. The opposite half of the moon is illuminated compared to the first quarter. Which half you see is depend where are you on the earth. After a few days, it shrinks down into a little thin silver again. This phase called waning crescent moon. It starts just after the third quarter moon moment passes, and soon it disappears as the lunar cycle concludes and the moon returns back to the new moon. That's why we see the moon appears, change its shapes, its night. Fun fact: as the moon revolves around the earth, it rotates on its own axis, just like the earth does. It takes the same amount of time to rotate and revolve. That is why we see the same side of the moon that faces to the earth every night. The side we never see is called dark side of the moon. It's called dark not because it's never take the sunlight, but it's called dark because it cannot be seen from the earth. That's all from me. Thank you for watching.